1, 2, go.
Welcome to rajaboga.com. Today I would like to show you how to make one of the recipes from our cookbook. It's world famous, Chickpea Ladoo. And you can find this recipe in our cookbook on the 8th chapter on page 194. So for this particular recipe preparation, we needed 3 cups and 3/4 chickpea flour, 1 cup and 1/3 of icing sugar, flake almonds, a handful or 2, this depends, and 2 packets of butter, which is half a kilo. And first thing what you do, you grease it your tray, and you just basically start cooking on a medium flame, on a preferable non-stick flat pan, which will help the cooking. Obviously, first you have to melt the butter. It's very easy recipe, everybody can do it. It's basically 3 ingredients: butter, chickpea flour, and icing sugar. You can do this. You can do very different variations. You can do with the nuts, with the white poppy seeds, and some people need to do it with the raisins. Obviously you can keep also plain, without any additions, just basically these 3 ingredients. So we're gonna wait now when the first butter will melt.
Yeah.
When butter is almost melted or fully melted, you add your ingredients. Obviously you add chickpea flour first. This we need to roast for around 15 minutes until you're gonna obtain the golden color and the nutty flavor, the smell. You can lower your flame a little bit to the medium, and using the square, the best one square with a spoon, you stirring around almost constantly for 10-15 minutes. Go around on the edges, then in the middle, so make sure it won't burn. If you find your ladoo is too wet, you can add a little bit more chickpea flour, slightly more. Don't put over 4 cups, because later when the ladoo is set, it will crack during the cutting. So always it's good to have slightly wetter. Obviously if it's too dry, you put it accidentally too much chickpea flour, you can add a little bit more butter. Or ghee if you prefer ghee. But this is more or less proper consistency amount. Is it 3 cups and 3/4 of chickpea flour with half a kilo of butter.
Go.
Well, I've been cooking for approximately 5 minutes. You can see the color is not ready yet, but I have to stir it all the time, otherwise it will burn. But gradually I can smell it already. The color, not the color, the smell of cooked chickpea. But we need another 10 minutes of cooking. Obviously when you cook this you have to be careful not to burn yourself, because sometimes the hot chickpea flour can splash or bubbling, so take it easy, take care, please. So we need another 10 minutes, more or less. Okay, we are just about ready. As you can see, the color become slightly brownish, golden. You can smell the chickpea flour. It's almost cooked. It's important also not to overcook it, because it's gonna taste burn basically. But this is almost ready. So now I'm gonna add some flake almonds, which are gonna go inside the chickpea, and the rest of them we're gonna leave it for the top. So we're gonna move it to the table now. So the butter with chickpea is out of the flame, and now when it's off the flame, we're gonna add icing sugar, which is 1 cup and 1/3. Yeah, we're gonna add all together and mix it. gently so you don't make a mess. And make sure that icing sugar melt properly and spread everywhere. So right now we more or less ready to transfer everything on a pre-greased tray. So we're gonna using this plastic spatula is the best one. We're gonna put everything on a tray, level out, and down, put in the fridge, cut in pieces. Try to take out everything. We don't like them to do any waste. Spread it out nicely. Now it looks more familiar like ready product. And if you like, you can put more flake almonds on top. Well, I think we're done. Now we need to, obviously, before we put it in the fridge, we don't put straight hot in the fridge because you're gonna damage the fridge. So after 5 minutes, we'll cool down a little bit. We're gonna put it in the fridge for hour and a half to get hardened. Then we're gonna cut it according to the desirable shape, or squares or oblongs as you like. Yeah. More or less, this is ready. So it's very simple ingredients. 3 ingredients: butter, chickpea flour, icing sugar. Everybody can do it. So it got hardened. It was in the fridge for 1.5 hours, and then now we're gonna try to gently take this out of the tray. If you happen that your laddu is too hard, before cutting you can leave it outside the fridge for a few minutes. It's going to get softened. Obviously if it's too soft, you're going to put it back in the fridge for another few minutes. Well, wow, this is it, yeah? So as you can see, this is the final product. Laddu is very tasty. Everybody likes laddu. Can stay up to 2 days in the fridge. And it's perfect sweet for Prabhu. One of the simplest ones. I strongly recommend that whoever starting learning how to cook, start with this. So, enjoy your cooking. Final product. Hare Krishna.